Tripod pass is a great way of countering sumigashi. In this case, you're going to have your partner taking an overhook and then controlling your tricep here. Their goal is to put their shoulder on the floor, bring your head to the mat, tilt you over, and turn your hips up towards the sky. That's going to put you onto your back. You want to take advantage of the upper body position while not allowing your partner to tilt your hips. So, as Chris starts to get his attack going, instead of hanging out and playing back, we're going to advance forward. As soon as he starts to tilt to the side, we're going to put our hand on the floor and move our body into this high position where our hips are way up above our partner's hips. Now from here, we'll take our free leg, our post leg, and we're going to walk and put it over our partner's knee. One of the nice advantages of this is if Chris goes to take his right foot and do like a hizaguruma blocking my ankle or my knee here, if I step over his knee, he can't do that. Now from this position, you have so many different things you can do. If your partner's legs are loose, you can simply walk and step up over the top. If their legs are tight here, you can bring your knee through and look to knee cut across your partner's leg with an outside knee cut. Alternatively, if you feel like it's too tight and your partner is not giving you the space to do that, you can sweep your knee through the space, take a step, and collapse your partner's leg through almost like a leg drag with the leg on the inside. Then you're going to take your foot, step back, capture your partner's heel, and bring their knee towards their nose. Now from this position, we can take a second underhook, re-tripod, drop our knee, and pass around the corner to a strong pin, and we're ready to attack. So we're in front of our partner here, the post, take a step, and move to this straight hamstring position with our right knee heavy on the floor. Our partner's denying us an underhook on the bottom side. No problem. We're going to pull and then push to clear this leg out of the way. Once it moves out of the way, we're focusing on an underhook here. Right hand goes to the mat. The left hand, we're going to use 4 fingers, and we're just going to work our arm through. We want to avoid just having our wrist through with a shallow underhook. We want to have a deep underhook. Oftentimes, it's helpful for you to get that underhook by bringing your head forward towards that side. Then we'll pummel our head through underneath and place it on the near side. When Chris goes to lift, we simply bring our hips up and take our knee forward. Our knee goes towards our elbow. Then we take a bit of a skip step where our right foot steps out and the left leg drops. Don't be in too much of a rush to simply slide over the top. Oftentimes, your partner will capture your foot. So instead, you're going to keep an active foot here where you're controlling. When Chris goes to move around from here, he finds it very, very difficult. Now we can drop our leg, walk our body down, turn our knees to the floor, and you're pinning your partner. So we establish a position where we've got our shin over our partner's hamstring, the straight hamstring position. Our knee is down. Your partner's knee is going to be in the way, so you're going to need to clear it out. All right, if this knee is in the center, we're going to pull it down. When we get a reaction, we're going to push it to clear it and bring our shoulder and our chest forward. From here, we're going to take our right hand, post it fist on the mat, hand on the mat, or best of all, you can take your hand through and work it underneath. If you ever feel like your partner is taking this kind of cross shoulder pose, you can take your head through underneath and then work to bring your hand into this position. Now from here, we go head to head with our partner as we did in the tripod situation. Chris is going to lift me here. That's fine. Hips come up. Knee cuts across. We place our knee on the floor. Gather our partner's arm. From here, as Chris goes to hold on tightly to my foot, we take the left foot, step on our partner's bottom leg, and free our foot. From here, we want to run, turn our partner's hips, switch our head, and climb forward into a pin. So we've established this inside position with our shin across the straight hamstring. Your partner's arms can be very, very effective at keeping you back. Okay, if they have strong arms and strong frames, they can off balance you, start to look to knock you down, and they can use that as a pretense for recovering their guard. So whenever we can, we're going to take our hand and isolate our partner's bottom arm. We're going to pin with our hand our partner's wrist using a C grip. As Chris goes to push me away, I'm just going to lean some weight over that arm. A stiff arm helps you to use more of your body weight. A bent arm is usually strength-based. This is more gravity and then kind of your skeleton coming to bear on your partner's arm. As Chris goes to push and move around, things like that, we have options for, number one, a knee cut. We're going to posture up slightly or bring our hips up slightly, take our knee across, and then drop our legs down in this direction. Release our partner's arm, come through, gain an underhook, and then from here, you can knee cut. Alternatively, instead of doing an inside knee cut, we can raise our hips, take our knee forward, and slice our knee across the top of our partner's leg. We take a step with our left leg, drop our knee down to the floor, settle in, close our elbow, gather our partner's head, push their shoulders flat, and pin their arm across their center line. Finally, we can use floating pass methods, where we pin our partner's wrist, bring our head forward, put our other arm on the floor, and take our body from concave to convex. As Chris goes to move around, elevate, we can take our knee forward again, okay, almost like a knee cut. You can go shin to shin, start to extend your partner's leg. You can back step, clear your partner's leg in this fashion, and then settle down to a place where you've got chest-to-chest connection. Working for your crossface, your underhook, pull your body forward, and you're ready to pin your partner. So one excellent way of getting around our partner's legs is using this high step method, where we start stepping to the inside position, dropping our knee, finding our partner's wrist, and pinning it down to the floor. Your partner who's on the bottom wants to scissor sweep you, effectively to knock you down backwards, to either wrestle up or to start going into leg attacks. This is very problematic because it puts your hip on the floor and takes your weight off of your partner's legs. So when we feel that there's a strong push out in this direction, we're going to take our hand. You can post it in your partner's armpit, or you can even put it down on the floor. We're going to bring our head down and lift our hips up. At the same time, we're going to take our right leg and bring it forward. The left leg is going to come up, and you're going to step your foot to the top of your partner's quad. Just rotate this way for me, please. Here. What's essential is that we keep our knee above our partner's knee. We can't allow our knee to drop below our partner's knee. Then we put tension by pulling with the right leg, pushing with the left, pinching our 2 feet together, and turning our knees out in this direction. From here, you can steal the underhook position. If not, it's okay to simply post. As Chris goes to resist from here, we take a step out, and we use our top knee position to drive our partner's 2 knees together. Head comes low, dig the underhook, slide your knee, walk your partner's legs down, and from here, you're in a great attacking position, ready to go. Oftentimes, when you step forward into a straight hamstring, you're going to get your partner establishing a De La Hiva. So we're looking at a way of dealing with this De La Hiva early on, whether your partner keeps the leg to the outside or turns this foot to the inside. Your job is to prevent your knee from turning too far in this way. So we're going to open our knee and put a hand here on our partner's knee to keep that knee down. The higher that knee is, the more connected to your knee. So we're going to push it down as much as we can. This foot, which is posted, sometimes you can simply push it down and step over it. Other times, you're going to find that you have to pull first, get your partner reacting, then stuff it. Once the leg gets stuffed, you're going to drop your right knee and put your chest on your partner's top leg. The knee goes down, we touch our knee towards the floor, and then we read our partner's reaction. From here, because my head is forward over his shoulder, it's going to be very difficult for him to sweep me out in that direction. Then we can either pull our partner's knee across the center line, readjust our posture and start stepping. We can simply smash our partner's legs together, take our knee through the space, and look to step around the corner, lifting our partner's leg. Alternatively, if we feel that our partner's opening their knee out in this direction, we can move through chest to chest. We can lock head and arm as he circles his arm from here. No problem. We're going to bring our head forward, and now it's much more like a tripod. You have options for front pommel, options for knee cut over the top, options for back stepping, looking to come through, gaining your pin, then you're ready to go. Anytime you step through to the inside position, you have to be prepared to deal with either your partner's reverse De La Hiva if you're going cross hamstring, or your partner's De La Hiva if you're going straight hamstring. We've seen ways of dealing with this early on, but sometimes your partner gets to jump on you. They're able to turn your knee, and then from here, they're starting to off-balance you, knocking you down to a hip. So Chris takes his legs, knocks me down, and we get to this position. So critically, a couple of things. First thing is you want to have your hand down here on the mat. Okay, rotate a little bit, please. One more time. You want to have your hand here down on the mat. Next, look at your knee position. If your knee is inside your partner's knee, you need to free it. You can take your top hand, hold your partner's foot. Okay, you can hold your partner's ankle. okay? Either grip here, whatever you can get to keep your partner's legs separated. Then we're going to move our hip away and take our knee down towards the mat. Okay, it's best if your partner releases, but you can't always control that. Then we've got to get our partner's foot off of our hip. So you can see here, Chris's foot is resting on my hip. I'll take my hand, clear it off, and step my leg to the inside. Now that we're here, Chris is going to want to recover. I need to recover by heisting, putting the hand on the floor, turning over, and putting this knee down onto the mat. Your partner's leg might be shelved. This is great. Now from this position, you can move chest to chest and start working for underhooks. You may have a situation where your partner's leg is high, in which case you can take a scoop grip. Once you get a scoop grip here, we've seen options to lock our hands and then work to pass. Finally, you may have a situation where as you go to step, you end up covering your partner's foot here. This is the same position that we've been working all of this time. Now you've got your knee down, one leg on the inside. You're going to read your partner's reactions, and those things are going to determine what you do from here, what your next step is, and how you're going to move through to start to pass your partner's guard. You approach your partner, and they get the jump on you and get shin to shin. First thing is keep this foot back and away. You don't want to let your partner grab it. Take a thumb post here at your partner's trap, and then we're going to take our head underneath our partner's head here. We're going to use our head not as a battering ram, but just to create distance and space. Your hand can rest here on your partner's thigh or down by their knee. Your right hand can post and do the same thing on the opposite hip here. Once we're in this position, Chris is already kind of moving backwards and away here. A lot of times that will result in your partner releasing. Take your left foot, step your leg to the inside position. So now you have two arms on the inside, one leg on the inside. Even if he still has this shin in place, when he goes to lift and use it, it doesn't do much. You can simply step around the corner and then drop your body here into this good position. The left knee is down. His leg is shelved. It could also be tucked underneath. It's all good. Same situation. Okay, we've been looking at this. Now we can pin our partner's wrist on either side. Look to move into cross face and underhook, tripod, leg pummel, dropping your hips through, and using any of the passes that you select to be appropriate at that moment. Now, we're approaching, our partner takes shin to shin, gets a good connection, and we feel like we're not able to create distance or gain inside position. Your partner pulls you forward here. As they do so, you're going to take your two hands to the mat. Lifting, good. Your two legs are going to come up here, so there's going to be a moment where you're floating. Then you're going to take your free leg against your partner's foot here, and you're going to push to clear, so your right foot, in this case, goes to the inside position. Now from here, we settle down into this straight hamstring position where we can claim underhooks, we can start to pin the wrist, we can move our body forward, looking to pummel our legs, take inside position, and then from here, we're ready to pass with all of the techniques that we've been looking at in this video. So we're beginning in a shin-to-shin position here where we get this good connection. Our partner gets this good connection, and as we have our leg back, we're not able to use one of our earlier defenses. So Chris lifts my leg and puts me here into this position. Now from here, we've got to clear ashigarami if we want to be able to continue to pass. Keeping your balance is important. Always keep one leg back. We want to put most of our weight over this leg so that we don't have to worry too much about getting reaped, taking our head away from our partner. Once we're here, we bring our hips forward and we take our thumb to the inside position to clear our partner's foot to the outside. This grip is important so your partner can't take their foot easily down towards the mat. Then we take our left hand here. We're going to push our partner's heel to their butt. We take a couple of short steps with our rear leg. Tap, tap, tap until we have one leg on one side and one leg on the other side. If you can, it's always best to turn both of your knees away from your partner. Rotate this one, Ken. Here. So we're facing away from our partner. This hand that was holding his ankle reaches, and it doesn't need to lean too heavily. It's just a post situation. Okay, we're just kind of leaning in a bit. When Chris goes to move around from here, it's not that easy. We take our left leg out, cross our legs, and then we can start to run our partner's legs down, either into a leg drag flank position or with our shin up over the top. Okay, from here, that's going to expose your partner's underhook. You can bring your body forward, put your two knees down onto the mat, and you're ready to begin your passing and attacking.